When I first moved here to Montana and I met Luke and his buddies out at the river, I was like, you guys paddle all year round here, right?
We were like, yeah, and we just started kayaking in the winter, just going as much as possible.
I just think we both had a passion for the water, you know, and for me, you know, I was always chasing that feeling of surfing, and, you know, when we met, we were kayaking, and that's what kayaking was surfing for the mountains.
We were surfers at heart. We just thought kayaking was the tool to do that.
Until we discovered surfing.
When we were kids, it was like, stay out of the river. The dump used to be right at floodplain. You know, every several years there was a big flood, half the dump went away. And most cities did that. They treated the river as a dump site. It just used to be blocks of concrete that went all the way across the river that essentially broke in half, and all the rebar was exposed. All the stuff trying to hold the concrete together was just exposed, gnarly. In 2006, they removed the old concrete, the rebar. We cut out the bushes, we cleaned it up, and it just kind of opened it up. It put a beach in the middle of Missoula.
Got a coffee at the coffee shop, and I was just like riding my cruiser by the wave in the morning, and like then my buddy K-Rob's like down there just like surfing it.
KB called me, he was like, oh, K-Rob's down at the wave, he's got a surfboard and he's like actually surfing. And I was like, what, you know, what, like surfing? Like, I don't know, because I thought we were pretty badass in our kayaks. We were, I mean, we were the kings of the river.
And that whole weekend I was just like down there like all day, every day.
KB's already ripping. And I'm like, oh man, yeah, surfing, I want to do that.
You know, the more we started surfing in the river, the more the reality of that we were, you know, this is like actually something. Let's start pushing it, you know, let's start making the boards, let's start progressing this a little bit more. There's something to it, you know.
It's brought a bunch of life down there and just positive energy. It's just created a little hub. It's like a thing to do. You've got nothing to do, let's walk down to the wave.
When I walk away and look back at that wave, I'm just like, man, I cannot believe this is like real. I cannot believe this wave just like exists out here in the middle of Montana, and it's like this possible, and you can like just ride a surfboard on it, and it's like that. It's just that simple.
It's such a cool feeling to stand up in the middle of a river, to have all that power going underneath you, and just, you know, it's just you and your feet, basically. I mean, every day I'm still blown away that surfing has found us, and you know, it's here to stay, and just the popularity and how many more people we're getting into the sport of surfing is pretty amazing. Like, it's still a little mind-blowing.
It's one of those things, once you see it too, it's like it just makes sense. It's like, why weren't people surfing these waves on boards like before they were kayaking them, you know?
It's definitely one of the fastest growing sports in the world that's like unknown about. People don't know about it, but when they see it, they want to do it.
If we can do what we can do here in Missoula with 80,000 people, imagine if you start going into these cities of millions of people, and all of a sudden you got like inner city kids surfing, and the potential for this sport is just like insane.
There's tons of cities all across America that have these old, you know, shut down industrial sites. They're just dangerous. They're useless right now. You take an area of town that nobody is using and you build a wave. All of a sudden you got a beach, you got a whole thriving community, which at once was just dead.
drop in and just smack the lip, whoop-ah, drop down, snap, and then after that, you just drop in, you just ride the barrel and get pitted, so pitted like that.